You look at it. I believe that what happened at the public hearing, the demonstration of hunger and frustration, and as exhibited by the fight you experienced there by some factional heads of the group called OSCOM, Host Communities Representation. It's more like a manifestation of the hunger that the people are expressing based on the long time of suffering. Because those communities over the years, ever since oil exploration started, they have been the victims. But nobody seems to recognize the fact that those communities are the victims. We have a situation where people tend to throw up the various interventions that are already existing, issues of the 13% derivation, 3% being paid to NDDC. We also have 1% going to local content, and all that has been the interventions by the Nigerian state to ensure that the people's suffering in the Niger Delta is cushioned to a very great level. But that's not the scenario that is evident there. It's not the scenario because I can say that the elites have hijacked these interventions, and the interventions are not getting directly to the communities to assuage their sufferings, to cushion the impact of the environmental degradation and the poverty that they experience daily, juxtaposing it with they seeing the oil exploration activities taking place and the people who come to carry out these operations living in splendor and wealth. So what you saw in that public hearing, maybe you will say it doesn't portend well to our people, but I'm telling you that that's an expression of anger, that the people have suffered for so long, and what do you expect from an angry man? When a man is hungry, he finds expression in any kind of opportunity that he gets. So don't look at it wrongly. I was talking to my colleagues that don't see it. Don't look at that and start stereotyping the Niger Delta people that we're always fighting ourselves. No. The reason for the fight is the hunger that is born out of the suffering that the Nigerian state, by reason of the elites, are jacking the opportunities that are supposedly supposed to go to the communities. It's what you are seeing manifesting. So we must understand that. Until we understand that, every community you see there that was represented in this public hearing, they are happy. Because for the first time, government is looking at funds getting directly to the host communities. That's why you see them in their teeming numbers. They want monies to get to them, development efforts to get directly to the communities. If the government can find a way to channel the already existing interventions to touch the host communities, good and fine, the communities will accept it. But that's led for the laws of this country to be changed so that positive development can go directly to the people, to the host communities.
So finally, one question so that we don't take up your time. Sorry, sir, the chairman of the host community, I think in his Senate, before they came to the room, was calling and agitating that NDDC should be scrapped, that the government should relate directly to them. What do you think about this?
Well, that's a submission. It's all falls within what I termed the elites hijacking the opportunities that are the various interventions that have been intended to develop the host communities. The IOCs today contribute 3% of the operational cost to NDDC. The question is, has NDDC lived up to the expectation of developing the host communities rather than maybe doing their interventions in the capital cities? The governors have access to the 13% derivation that is not going to the host communities. Now the NDDC intervention is also being used by the elites to develop some projects that nobody knows whether they are touching the lives of the community people. So that's why communities are saying that. What's the essence of NDDC if it's not developing the communities? Because the intendment of that 3% is to develop the communities that are suffering the negative impact of oil exploration. So you can't rule out like I said, when people are hungry, they tend to look at every opportunity to vent their anger. And the call of scrapping NDDC is one of those expressions of anger that the communities are looking at, seeing that some attention is given to them.